Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power out of room. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact. A full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Prescott. He finds his man. That's Butler. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A give to Elliott. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. He'll try to throw now. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This is Lamar Miller. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Demarcus Lawrence, able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
Second down, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Prescott finding his big receiver Bryant there for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
In motion right comes Beasley. Again, it's Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Prescott from the gun. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Charles, about the Houston in 2017 as their offense comes back onto the field here, but just 1-9 in their last 10 games, finished 4-12. You and I know, though, injuries really ravaged this team.
Absolutely destroyed this team. And look, we focus on Deshaun Watson, the quarterback, and rightly so. He was probably going to be the rookie of the year. But when it started for injuries, it was defense. J.J. Watt, perennial all-pro, goes out early. Whitney Merciless, double-digit sack guy, out. Brian Cushing, starting linebacker, out. When you start totaling up the injuries they had through the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Well, the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
10th carry now for Elliott. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dez Bryant, 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Here we go. Red 38.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds his man, Griffin. The 30. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that one will give them the lead here as we approach halftime. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he will have a touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Texans will add on to their lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 8 yards to go here on second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Bryant. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. 1, 9,
on second down, here's Watson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
come on, let's go. Ohio. Let's round.
A first down carry now for Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Off of play action, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 1, 9.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Here we go. Red 38.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. Third down here.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Escaping the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. A good effort there from distance, but he might have needed a little more help from the air conditioning behind him on that one.
It probably would have helped. This is awfully close to getting there. It was right on target, but it winds up being just a little bit short.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. Going right side, he has Witten. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They go to Elliott again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go. We got 4.
The slot man in motion right. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He's letting this one go into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the complete, so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Prescott yet again. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The give is to Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing. Prescott over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. To throw is Prescott. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, he scored on the ground and through the air. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And again, it's Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Bailey now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. To throw on second is Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Watson operating from the gun. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. He's back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Des.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Butler over the middle. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw. eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Miller, the man in motion. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Breaks through the cut. And, a crusher there is picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man.